now joined by Jack DeLongchamp. You know him from D1 baseball, and you know him from the Pencil Pod specifically. You have done so much wonderful content, bringing college baseball to the people. Just tell us how that started, first and foremost.
Oh man, that's really kind. No, it's a blessing to tell stories, right?
Yeah.
And playing college baseball for 6 years, I was one of those treacherous super seniors. I needed an internship to graduate.
Yeah.
And the Washington Nationals at the time, I was playing baseball at George Mason. COVID kind of canceled everything. So you're in a weird little spot, you're scrambling, you're in the middle of the season. So what I ended up doing is working with our communications department, worked hand in hand with our SID, and frankly, I was a bad intern. I always forgot the microphones, but I always had a pencil. So interviewing my teammates turned into interviewing some of the best players in the country, because my teammates were definitely not that. But we had a lot of fun with it.
How much fun has it been to see it grow the way that it has, for you to have the opportunity to be here in Omaha talking to the 8 teams remaining?
Well, it makes the elevator pitch a lot easier. 2 years ago, I was sleeping in a car, sleeping on curbs in a sleeping bag, kind of like Arkansas faithful, to be honest with you, out in the hog pen. It makes the elevator pitch a lot easier, but I joke, like, it's really cool to see it get outside your bubble and to understand that a kid in Hermosa Beach, California, or in Charleston, South Carolina, in my backyard, the stories are always the same, right? Like, these baseball players are knuckleheads, and it's really cool to kind of help facilitate their awesome stories.
Yeah, I mean, it is awesome stuff. It's great content you're bringing. Let's talk a little bit about the World Series. What are some of the storylines you're looking at? We've got 8 new teams, something that we're not used to seeing, a whole new field. What are you looking at this week?
Well, not pandering to your audience, but doesn't it start and finish with Arkansas, right? Like, can they do it? And I know every fan in Fayetteville is feeling the same thing, but what's so different about this team, and you can almost feel them take a big, deep breath in Game 2 at Tennessee, and that's super. It feels like this team doesn't care about history. They don't care about what's at stake. And Chuck Davalon said it best. He was like, man, like, we just want to play one more week together. Like, we won a national championship. That's great, but like, I'm going to be sad that I don't get to play with this group of guys again. So to me, it starts and finishes with Dave Van Horn. Can they go and do the thing that every fan of the great state of Arkansas is waiting to happen? And then on the other side, could it be the rematch? To me, Oregon State has flown under the radar all year, participating in the independent conference. What they've done with their scheduling and RPI, nothing short of remarkable. And then my mid-majors, right? Like, I wasn't good enough to clean these guys' shoes. So whenever I get to see other mid-majors play in this, mecca of college baseball, Murray State, Coastal Carolina, who many are starting to refer as not a mid-major. They're not a Cinderella. They're just insanely talented. So those are kind of the 4 teams I've got my eyes on.
Absolutely. I think that's a great segue. You talk about Coastal Carolina. They're not a Cinderella from the standpoint that 23 straight wins. But Murray State, seeing them here, they're not going to want to be referred to as a Cinderella either. But how much fun is it to see a team like this to battle back and to be on the stage that they are?
It's so cliche, but it is magical. Like, it's straight up magical. You think back to when they beat Ole Miss in that winner-take-all game. Just holding on for dear life as they win 11-10. Just holding on. And then to do what they did against Duke, a really, really talented Duke team. They're rolling into this thing playing with house money, right? And I think when you look at them offensively, their game really very much so plays in this bigger ballpark. Will they have enough arms? Who cares, right? Like, when you've got magic, you don't need X's and O's. You just need the Jimmies and Joes.
You talked a little bit about Arkansas. That game Saturday night, it's going to feel like a championship series game, and it's the first game in the College World Series for both of these squads. How much are you looking forward to that? LSU, Arkansas, Saturday night in Omaha.
There are no certainties in life. Death taxes and Arkansas LSU fans are the best in sports. Like, honestly. It's a championship game, right? Like, it's going to be 2 first-round draft picks on the mound. It's loaded offenses, and this place is going to be filled with clinically insane human beings. I'm beyond ecstatic. I think, too, what Jay Johnson is building at LSU, he has talked about it from day one. He calls Arkansas the Yankees. He's like, these guys are unbeatable, they're relentless, and we get in the Mecca 2 of the most iconic brands in college baseball going at each other. It is going to be mayhem.
I remember when Arkansas was leaving for Omaha on Wednesday, talking with Dave, he said, I don't think 27,000 is going to be enough to hold all the fans here. It's going to be a heck of an atmosphere. Have you thought about predictions? Have you put predictions together, and can I put you on the spot and ask for them for this next week and a half?
I have 2.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Arkansas fans are going to love one of them. You're not going to love the other. What do I want versus what I think is going to happen?
Okay.
What do I want? I want Murray State versus Coastal Carolina in the national championship, and I want the Racers to win it. Hand up. National media, we are split right down the middle, no biases. That's what I want. With that being said, I think the storyline, the vengeance, the redemption run, I really do believe that these two teams are ready to face off again. I think it's Arkansas and Oregon State. I really do. I kind of alluded to it earlier, but to me, when you look at Ivar Kett and Vahiva Aloy, it's this next wave of generations of shortstop that are 6'4", 235 with 0% body fat and hit the baseballs 500 feet. Like, that would be so much fun. Then you look at the matchups on the mound, whether it be Root and Whitney. I just think if we get that, right, the storyline in itself, and we're not going to talk about it, I won't do it, not on an Arkansas network, man, it would just be so cool. It'd be really special in the 75th year of the College World Series. Let's run this thing back. What do you say? Let's do it.
Man, I'll tell you what, you would cause Arkansas fans, and that's exact. I said Arkansas and Oregon State. That's who I got. Yeah. That would be PTSD for Arkansas fans all around this building, but a chance to rid yourself of all of the demons. Do you got a hot take for me? One prediction, one surprise you see coming the next week and a half? I'm putting you on the spot.
No, I think about this a lot, though. In my first prediction, I took Murray State. That would pretty much shock everybody. That would be it. My boys over at the 11.7 College Baseball Podcast, though, we are onto this theory. So every 8 years since 2000, a mid-major has won the College World Series.
There you go.
Every 8 years. Now you're thinking to yourself, Jack, that was 2016. That was 9 years ago.
But
not so fast.
Yeah, you're on to it.
COVID 2020. So we're still 8 years. So does it remain true this year? I'd love to see a mid-major win it, right? Whether it be Coastal or Murray. And I joke and kid, but in the world of college athletics where everyone's so chalk, right? March Madness, all ones, college football's run away with money. Our sport, man, like this doesn't happen in any other sport. So you'd love to see a Cinderella. I really think Murray State or Coastal's got a legit shot to go win this thing. But that's chalk. Everyone's going to say that. Let's go like a folklore legend that comes out of this thing. Every year, the team that wins it, there's always one or two guys that you never saw coming. So for Arkansas fans, I think Ryder Helfrich becomes the most widely he's going to become. He'll go into next year as the best catcher in the country after what he does this week.
All right, that's a great prediction there. Regardless, we have a heck of a week in front of us, Jack. Thanks so much, man.
Absolutely, man.
Really appreciate it. We're going to head to a quick break, and when we come back, we're headed over to Rocco's. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.